Hi guys, and welcome to the Power BI update for April 2023. So this is in our list of updates that we do each month. Obviously the notes for this are on our website, as you can see in front of you. But what we're just going to very quickly do is go through the changes to Power BI for April and what it might mean for you. There's quite a few changes in this version, but I'll try and make it quick, because if any particular section interests you, jump across to the website and there'll be a bit more detail. And as always, the link to the full Microsoft blog on this is at the bottom of the article as well. So let's go through the key highlights. So this one's pretty cool. Once again, this one's in preview. So now what we've got is we've got the ability to dynamically format the strings for measures. For all of you that go, what do you mean, Dan? What we're talking about here is the ability to apply format strings. So, if you've ever want to change how many decimal points you've got in a number, or whether it wants 1,000 separators with commas and things like that, you can control the format strings around it, which is really, really quite cool. So all you need to do is, when we're setting what format the measure that we have is, we've got this option to make it dynamic, which allows us, under the format function in the measure, actually assign a format string. Really, really cool. Probably more excited than I need to be about it, but it does change, and you can always go back to the measure. One thing to note though is that if you go back to using a more generic format, it will get rid of your dynamic formatting and you just have to recreate it again. But that's really, really cool. Last month we talked about the on-object interaction. So that is where you can click on a visual and then keep updating the visual on the actual visual rather than on the right-hand panes. So this has had some additional updates to it, with visual card visuals now supported, and improved behavior when changing the visual types. Different ability in there, and we can paste to the context menu as well, which is new. So start playing around with that feature. These are obviously just add-ons. See the last video where we talked a little bit more about function itself, but on object interaction is pretty cool. Okay, now the next big one that we've got here is the updates to the quick measure suggestions. So a lot of the times people overlook the quick measures as a way to very quickly create some DAX around a scenario. We mentioned in a blog, we haven't done a video on it. If there's interest, we'll do a video. But a while ago, we had the feature to connect up the quick measures into the Azure OpenAI platform, which obviously has received a lot of press recently. And this can help create DAX measures using that same kind of natural language processing. So essentially what that means is it's eliminating the need to write DAX from scratch. I'd say it's a helper, allowing you to refine what you get returned and then use it, but can certainly save quite a bit of time. So it just needs to make sure that it's turned on in the preview features. For instance, here's a little bit of a scenario around it. Sales amount for California in 2020. So this is the Microsoft example. Click generate, and it'll give you the DAX and a preview of the output. So that's pretty cool, and should hopefully save some time building that DAX up. Next one, composite models on Power BI datasets and analysis services now available. There's some functional updates. So the order by function has been updated. So previously it only took a column name. Now it can actually take a DAX expression. So obviously that expands its functionality quite significantly. We've also got a couple of new functions, rank and row number. They will allow us to rank values and obviously give us the row number of the resulting data set. View the schema changes line by line. So that allows you to help with deployment so that you can see what's changed between solutions as well. So we're playing around with that at the moment, but essentially what it allows you to see is what's changed in the model side by side. Paginated reports, told you this was a big one. So there's additional information in here around the filters and the data previews around paginated reports. Obviously great for where we've got things that are going to be longer than the screen or scrollable. So they allow us to output the information in a more report type way that traditional Power BI doesn't allow for in there. So as we get down to the bottom, we do have a link there to the full Microsoft blog article. What we've noticed recently is there's a lot of functionality that's being added month by month, and we are contemplating with our Power BI training to actually do a bit of an update workshop. So those who have done our training program in the past can get almost like just a incremental training with some of the new features and how we can use them as well. So look out for that in the future as well. And as always, we do training either for a firm or for individuals around Power BI so that you can make the most out of this as a reporting tool. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And otherwise, we'll talk to you soon.